বাড়লে বয়স সবাই মানুষ হয় কি, শুনলে কথা মানুষ চেনা যায় কি, বাড়লে বয়স সবাই মানুষ হয় কি, শুনলে কথা মানুষ চেনা যায় কি, চেনা সহজ নয় চিনতে লাগে ভয়, চেনা সহজ নয় চিনতে লাগে ভয়, বলি তাই মানুষ চেনা দেয়, হায় রে বলি তাই মানুষ চেনা দেয়।
How are you doing?
Very well. What about yourself?
We are from DLC, and we are here to ask you some quick-fire questions.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's begin.
Describe yourself in one sentence.
Oh God, I bring people together. I am an accumulator and collector of energies.
Describe your professional self in a hashtag.
Make Calcutta relevant again.
Which city you grew up in?
Mostly in Calcutta. Most of my beginning years of my life have been in Calcutta, and this city has really shaped me. It's created a large part of the personality that I today carry.
What is your sun's sign?
I think I'm a chaotic Libran, but yeah, very much a Libran.
How would you describe your profession?
Well, I create ecosystems that help young people grow and find talent, find themselves, and find the reason for their existences.
What was your first job?
I used to work at a legal firm in Paris where I used to rate legal firms, and I don't have a background in law, but I don't know how that had happened. But yeah, that was when I was a kid, long time back.
Who are the key influences in your life?
Definitely my parents.
What, according to you, is your biggest achievement till date?
I think that would be creating a recording studio and a record label when I was 19 years old. 3,000 albums later, I think that's really been the one achievement I'm the proudest of.
Your role model?
My dad.
Who or what is your daily inspiration?
My daily inspiration would be my partner, my wife.
One quote from a book that has motivated you.
If you can't decide, the answer is no. That's a quote from a book called The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, who is one of my favorite thinkers of this generation.
3 books that you would advise all young leaders to read.
I would actually like to advise one book, and I think that's the one book that has really shaped a large part of my entrepreneurial journey. That would be Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, the guy who created Nike.
3 things nobody knows about you but should.
Oh God. One, I sleep very little. Second is, no matter how much I travel and whatever cuisines I try, I will never get tired of my mom's homemade food, and love adopting and fostering cats. And yeah, I guess these are things that that people should know about me.
3 things that are non-negotiable to you.
Principles. I am very, very tied in with my principles. Spending time with family is non-negotiable. And 3 is something that I'm trying to get closer to and I haven't managed completely, is work-life balance. I think it should be non-negotiable, but sometimes I still struggle. So yeah, that's the third one, which is still a work in progress a little bit.
One secret skill you have.
My secret skill is that I never get tired. I can power through.
A hobby you want to pick up.
Getting more work-life balance.
If you could have superpower, what would it be?
The ability to know everything. I'm completely sold to the idea of accumulating knowledge and information.
Your favorite country to live apart from India?
France, Paris, it's my second home.
The best life lesson you have learned from your parents?
Never give up. If you take up a challenge, stick with it to the end, even if it means foregoing things that are precious to you sometimes, because it's important to stick by what you say and what you promise.
According to you, what are the 4 basic blocks of a successful family life?
Spending time with each other, spending time with each other, spending time with each other, spending time with each other.
How do you spend your me time?
Listening to a lot of techno music.
We know a little secret about you.
Oh yeah, is that so?
We heard that you have custom-made limousine.
Yes, this was a project that we undertook a couple of years ago and it's really taken shape. And this entire thing is made in Calcutta. Why don't I show you guys around? Why don't I show you the car? Come, let's take you to the car. So, interestingly, this car that we built in the last couple of years, it's made from two different cars. It's a completely sustainable car. So we ended up building a 24 feet limousine. We called it the Mothership. So welcome to the Mothership. Let's go.
What is your fitness goal?
To be as fit as I was when I was 22 years old, when I was playing tennis 5 days a week.
Your go-to activity to stay fit?
Tennis, table tennis.
What do you do for your mental wellness?
I watch Netflix with my wife or I read.
Your cheat day meal?
I think now I prefer home food more than anything else. Nothing called cheat day anymore.
How do you deal with the blues?
Again, back to music. Also being mentors to young startups and entrepreneurs, that helps my mind keep fresh.
One environmental cause you are really concerned about?
Quite a few actually. I run a sustainability collective called Y East, where we work with about 160 different organizations on sustainable development goals.
Are you working on or plan to work on any social concern?
Women's issues, LGBTQIA plus issues, body positivity and inclusion issues. Yeah.
One humanitarian cause you want to take up in your professional capacity?
I will be building a school very soon from the funds that we generate through our social wedding that we're doing in France. So hopefully that will be a sustainable wedding in all ways to be had.
Who's your favorite social leader?
Maybe Tony Meloto from the Philippines.
How do you manage to handle all your ventures?
Yeah, just power through. That's my motto.
Tell me about your venture briefly.
VTC is the place that we're at shooting today, and we do everything from comedy, music, theatre, coding, acting, restaurants, cafes, clubs, all under the same roof.
Looper House Studios.
Looper House Studios was my first ever venture, and I was 19 when I started it, and it's really given rise to the independent music scene in the city in the last decade or so. I'm very proud of Looper House Studios.
Technopreneurs Surrogate Ventures.
That's the wing under which we do all the entrepreneurship and innovation activities, and we have now gone from more physical models to more mentorship models, where we do this thing called Innovators Over Coffee, and the idea is to create as many young entrepreneurs as possible through constant dialogue and discussion.
Your mission to redefine the future of education.
Through everything I do, I think education cannot be limited only to the classroom. So everything that I do in terms of spreading information, curating knowledge with young people and creating better livelihoods for people, I think that's the way that I look at the future of education.
What is your business mantra?
Hustle hard, but don't forget to sleep on the weekends.
Who has been your key inspirations in this field?
I think Ratan Tata is somebody I look up to every single day.
What are the 3 qualities one needs to excel in this business?
Perseverance, determination, and just good intent. I think these are things that work in the long term.
5 things you want to achieve in the next 5 years.
I would definitely want to have recreated design education, design thinking, the way of thinking in this part. Sustainability education, that's something that innovation in classrooms, outside of classrooms, in government spaces, in policy making, ease of doing business in most parts of India, and finally create more inclusive and equitable workplaces.
What is the best professional advice you have received?
You are remembered for the rules that you break. Going back to Phil Knight from Shoe Dog, I think this will stay until my very last day. But by the way, guys, I think I need to stop you right here because petrol is not that cheap anymore. Let's head to the rooftop. Yeah, let's switch off this air conditioning.
What were the challenges faced by you?
In most cases, second, third generation entrepreneurs are not taken as seriously, and I want to change that in my lifetime.
What is next in line?
I think the very next thing in line would be the Make Calcutta Relevant Again podcast.
What is the one thing you believe in?
That if your intent is good, there's nothing and nobody that can change the outcome of your life.
Your quick advice to young leaders.
Really tough to be an entrepreneur, and you got to hustle it out every single day of your lives. But you really believe in a problem and you want to see that you see the world without that particular problem. It's on you. The onus is on you to change that.
Tell us more about #MakeGolkadaReelabantagain.
It's a campaign that I started in 2020. So the idea is to change that narrative and to make it easy to do business again here and to bring about the real cultural capital, the intellectual capital that this city is known for. So, yeah.
Was entrepreneurship always your career goal?
Yeah, when you're born in a family of entrepreneurs, I don't think there's a lot of other options on that, but it's something that I genuinely, truly enjoy. Every day of my life is exciting.
What inspired you to join the Della Leaders Club?
Because it seemed exciting. It seemed like a place, like a community where I would meet like-minded people, where I would meet leaders who would further go on to inspire me. And maybe through the club, we can inspire more younger leaders as well who are just about starting their journeys.
With DLC, how do you intend to inspire people?
But in general, hopefully through more meaningful conversations, through challenging ideas, because when you meet people who are very different from you, that's when you really start learning. That's the very core of the kind of education that I believe in, and hopefully through Della Leaders Club, we can facilitate a lot of these rooms where we can do this.
What, according to you, makes DLC a unique organization?
I think the fact that it's led by an entrepreneur who's like Jimmy Mistry, who's shown the path to so many people, and he's been quite an inspirational leader for a lot of young people in this country.
A message that you would like to give to our viewers?
Believe in yourself, and hopefully someday you're going to be able to bring that change that you want to see in the world.
Thank you so much for this session. It was lovely and we had a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, and welcome back again to Calcutta anytime that you guys can come back, and hopefully we're going to do a lot of wonderful things together. Thank you very much.